Boy, that was fast. You must be as anxious as I am.
May I have the key, please?
What?
The key to the apartment. May I have it?
Yeah, sure. Did you lose yours?
No.
Then why do you want mine?
That will become apparent.
I've been on pins and needles ever since your phone call this morning.
I needed to see you.
After the last time we were together, I needed to see you, too. I haven't stopped thinking about it. Being with you. Feeling you all around me. Do you like it?
It's lovely. You're lovely. But, this gotta stop.
What?
That's why I came here. To tell you, once and for all, for the very last time, that it's over. We will not be seeing each other again.
What is it, Clarke? Are you upset with me about something?
No, not what you've done. It's what I've done. I've made a commitment to continue my marriage. And I can't see you and do that at the same time.
Of course you can, darling. You've been doing it beautifully. And why not? I mean, married to a woman like Sally would require any man to have a lover.
Insulting my wife won't help. You insult my wife, you insult me.
We're getting a little touchy, aren't we?
I don't want you calling anymore. I don't want you over there, and I don't want you going anywhere near my wife. It's over. It's done. The game is ended.
No. No, Clarke, no, it hasn't.
Persistence is not going to convince me. I mean that.
I love you, Clarke. I won't let you leave me like this.
I've made my decision. I'm not going to argue about this.
You know that bitch leads you around like a fat old slave driver.
Goodbye, Julie.
No, no, don't goodbye me,
Stop
don't
it.
you! You're a coward, Clarke. You're a weak, mousy, sniveling little coward. You ought to be wearing those dresses you're designing.
Close the door on your way out.
No, no, I won't let you do it.
It's done! Now grow up and get on with your life.
I'm gonna get you for this, Clarke. You may think this is the end of it. It's not. You'll be mine, you'll see, Clarke. You will be mine.
Yeah, Darla, what is it? Oh. Yeah, sure, fine. Send her right in. Hi, Felicia. Come on in.
Sally, we have to talk.
Sure. What's on your mind? You want to talk about the office? You want better lighting? You name it, huh?
I think you should get your husband in here.
All right. Darla, I need to see Clarke in my office,
Clarke?
Right away, honey.
But Sally... He's not here. I know where he is. What am I gonna do now?
We ought to be coming home to something classier than this, huh?
Two exceptional women such as ourselves. Well, naturally.
You know, Liz, you are an interesting puzzle. I don't have all the pieces yet. But you come from wealth. Yeah, I got no doubt about that. You belong in a mansion. Somewhere.
the bold and the beautiful. This portion sponsored by Honey Made Grahams from Nabisco. No matter what you call them, they're delicious.
Darla, that bunch. You tell them to cut 3 inches, they cut 2. You tell them to cut 2 inches, they cut 3. Is Sally in there?
She's got someone in there, Saul.
Wonderful.
Saul, I have got an incredible problem.
So? Why should the day be any different?
Well, Sally wants to talk to Clarke. She told me to go get him.
So, go get him.
He snuck out about a half hour ago.
Azoy. He's with his little Tootsie.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure of it.
Well, go in there and tell Sally. She's entitled to know.
Okay, honey, let's save ourselves a lot of time and cut right to the snapper, hmm? You're having trouble working?
I shouldn't be here. I belong with my family at Forrester.
Felicia, I'm willing to do anything I can to make things more comfortable for you around here. You can come to me with anything at any time. You know that, right? I am running a business here. We're all professionals here. We're all under certain obligations, and you certainly know by now what yours are. Come in.
Sal? Clarke doesn't seem to be around anywhere.
His car is gone, Sally.
Didn't he leave word where he'd be?
Nope.
Well, okay, fine. That's okay. Thank you very much. You can get back to work now. Sorry.
There's no need to discuss this any further.
Felicia, I want you to know that I'm willing to do anything I can to make sure you're happy here.
Well, I will never be happy here, Sally, so don't bother. But don't worry. You'll get your money's worth out of me.
Good, fine. Where are you, Clarke? Where are you this time of day?
Hello, Julie.
Mr. Spencer?
How did it go?
How did what go?
Your meeting with Garrison. Is he ready to leave his wife yet?
No.
What's going on? A couple of days ago, you told me everything was looking up.
He's had a little change in, attitude.
You know, I can't believe for one single second that he is in love with Sally Spectrum. Oh, her business, yes. Her money, yes. But of course, then he can have all of that when he comes over here.
Yeah, well, he doesn't want to come over here.
Well, then you change his mind. You tell Sally that you've had an affair with him. She'll get rid of him then. So I don't have to tell you your job, do I, Julie?
That's right, Mr. Spencer, you don't. So will you please stop trying to? Don't worry. Clarke Garrison has not seen the last of me. I will deliver him to you. Kicking and screaming, maybe. But he will be yours. And he'll be mine, too.
I don't know. Maybe you belong in a mansion, Ruth.
Sure. In my dreams. No. No, I belong in an apartment with a family. And a career. And just a little nest egg in the bank. Nothing out of the ordinary, just a happy life. A good life.
Is that a dream, or is that something that you once had?
Clarke,
Yeah.
do you have just a minute?
Not really.
Sally was looking for you, you know.
When?
When you went out with that bimbo.
It's enough, Saul.
Clarke, it isn't fair what you're doing to her. She loves you, and you treat her like she's nothing.
Worse than that. You treat her like dirt, and she doesn't deserve it. Look at everything she's done for you.
You two finished? As a matter of fact, Saul, you're right. Sally's got a big heart. A very big heart. And she has deep feelings. And I'm not only talking about her feelings toward me, I'm talking about feelings toward this company. She would do anything to keep you two working. Sometimes, I swear, she only keeps these doors open out of responsibility to you, to her daughter, to us. It takes guts for a single woman to keep an operation like this running, and she's done it for years. I admire that. I admire her strength, her tenacity. That's a quality that turns a man on. It's beyond physical. It's her character. So don't go thinking that I don't appreciate my wife, because you're dead wrong. I appreciate her more and more every day. And as for that other item, well, don't worry about that. It's history. Let's just forget about it and get back to our jobs, all right?
Sure, Clarke. Come on, Sal.
You've never really told me, what your life was like before this.
No, I haven't.
Well, what happened? Do you want to tell me?
You know, Liz, when you live in the streets, there's a rule. Don't give in. Because when you do, you open yourself up for a whole lot of other disasters to happen to you. And that includes showing your emotions, too. I talk about this stuff, and I get all choked up. My stomach starts turning into knots. And I can't go on. That's how much it affects me. And I can't afford that. Not if I want to go on living. You understand what I'm saying? No. No, you don't understand what I'm saying. Because you can't remember your pain in the past and your joy. But you will someday. And then you'll know what I'm talking about. In fact, I think you're starting to remember already.
What are you saying?
When you pricked your finger today.
What do you mean?
When you pricked your finger on that thorn, something happened to you. That word thorn, it did something to you. I could see the look in your eye. What does that word mean to you? Thorn.
Hi. When'd you come in?
A little while ago.
Darla and Saul were just here.
Yeah, I know. They passed me. I overheard what you were telling them, Clarke.
Thorn. I'm sorry, it doesn't recall anything for me.
Think harder. Maybe it's a clue to your past. Maybe roses were important to you.
It doesn't ring a bell.
But it's got to mean something to you, Liz. I'm sure of it. That word has got something to do with your past. Now, if I were you, I'd grab hold of it.
Okay. Thorn. Thorns. Roses. A rose garden. Maybe I had a rose garden. Maybe I pricked my hand on the thorns in the rose garden.
Or maybe even a raspberry bush. They got thorns, too. I mean, it could be anything. Even a man's name.
Thorn. Thorn.
You were in here when I was talking to Darla and Saul?
Yeah, baby, I was.
How much did you hear?
Only what you said about me. I'm sure there was something that went before that. It had to have been. Words like that coming from you, well, something must have motivated them. I'll tell you a funny thing, it doesn't really matter to me what motivated it. It sounded sincere, and it sounded heartfelt.
Almost like I meant it, huh?
Yeah. Almost like you meant it.
I did mean it.
You feel that way about me, truly? Oh, baby, listen, don't let me scare you. I mean, I'm not gonna let this go to my head or anything. It's just that, I've heard you say things like that before, and it was always self-serving.
Sally, you're a huge mystery to me.
Oh, I'm not so complicated.
Maybe I'm the one that's complicated. And it never occurred to me, not in a million years, that I would feel the way I do about someone like you.
I'll tell you a secret. Never would have occurred to me either.
Yet you married me knowing how superficial my feelings were. And being the kind of person I am, I guess you assumed that they'd always go on that way.
Kind of person you are? Well, honey, what kind of person is that? Sometimes I think you don't give yourself enough credit.
Oh, Sally, if you only knew. Image is so important to me. The way people see me, what they think about me. Sometimes I think it matters more to me, and it drives me more than all my dreams and talents combined. My ambitions all seem to be built on some incredible need for approval, for this image I want to convey. I'm afraid in that milky, mixed-up equation, a woman like you doesn't survive for long.
A woman like me knows how. So I did survive.
Yes, you certainly have. To your credit.
Clarke, do you love me?
Yeah, Sally. I love you. I didn't think I'd ever hear myself say that. I do love you.
Sally Spectre Garrison.
Mrs. Garrison, hello. This is Julie DeLorean. I wonder if I might fit myself into your busy schedule today. I need some more interview material for your book.
Oh, sure. Yeah, what? It's no problem. Why don't you just come right on over?
I'll be right there. Goodbye, Mrs. Garrison. Yes, Mrs. Garrison. Goodbye to your marriage.